the most fashionable personalities we have at ESPN.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Even this past weekend at the Masters, your fits was setting social media ablaze. Mom was gonna know, have you always been a little fashion girly, or is this something started at ESPN? And if so, what's your favorite fits that you've worn on air?
So definitely always been into fashion, for sure. I would say like my on-air styles probably evolved a lot over the years. Like I think when I look back at some stuff that I wore, I'm like, oh, like I wouldn't wear that now, you know. But
I read some reports that you were doing the 2012 paintball national championship.
yes.
And then now you're doing the Cotton Bowl and so many big events. When you take a look back at your career, what's a pivotal moment that helped you get to where you're at today?
You really did some good research if you found paintball, because that was back in the day.
Hello, we're back on Studio 22. So we spoke a little bit earlier about how COVID's affected this season. Can you just illustrate everything that's changed for y'all this season, the preparation?
It's not going to be marked over wins and losses. It's going to go over what draft picks they can acquire, what young players they can see.
Now, you have one of my closest friends on your team, and there's also the team captain, Haley Terrell, who's about to be a senior this year. Can you just speak on the leadership that she showed over the last 4 years?
How do you feel after a big win against Panhandle State? Here I have with me Haley and Kay. After a big win today, how do you feel about the team's performance?
I definitely think there's room for improvement, but we walked off the field with a dub, and that's all that matters.
After today's win, this now marks 2-0 in conference play. How do you feel about that, Kay?
Every dub in conference makes a statement, so I feel like we got to take this one and keep moving forward.
Another big win for the Stars.
Some students at OC are disappointed in only having a 4-person limit, but are still excited to walk in front of friends and family.
I know it's a little bit of a contradiction between being a religion major and maybe dabbling in these tarot cards. Can you explain how you feel about that? For some of y'all that don't know, I also play basketball here at OCU. Now, it's been real up in the air if we're going to have a season or not, so I got to ask, will OCU basketball have a season this year?
I know y'all been going around, y'all been seeing what's going on around Houston, really national news, if not global and world news, but Astro World, man. Travis Scott, you know, you recently had a festival in Houston. It went haywire, you know, it's a lot of theories going on. That's why we glad we got someone close to the mayor's office.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvester Stone, you know, he was speaking on a lot of this stuff, so. Can you tell us what's the mindset like?
You know, PJ earlier, let's speak about his teammate LaMelo, man. He recently got caught out with a 32-year-old, and you know, people had a lot to say. They was on a 32-year-old, why you dating a 19-year-old? And they was trying to say that she was after the bag on some Britney stuff, but she was like, I got my own bag, you know.
Exactly.
I don't need to mess with this dude. She might just like LaMelo.